Are you someone who stays stuck, or are you someone who continuously likes to evolve themselves, better themselves? When you have a sudden intense thought, do you react or do you question it? Because that difference, that's gonna determine your whole life. I had a little realization last week. Last week was ovulation week, our good old best friend. I was so close to texting somebody that I had already cut off. Not some random guy, not a new guy. Someone I kind of already knew wasn't going to be good for me. Someone that kind of already has had disrupted my peace in the past. Someone that I already knew I can't build with this person. He's not on the same page as me. I already closed the door on this person. But even so, my hormones during ovulation week were screaming at me and they were convincing me that it's okay. Just text him. Text him. Just do it. It's your phone. Why not? And according to my own track record, whenever I reopen doors that I've already closed, I don't get some new story. I get a repeat of the same old, same old. It's Jen o'clock, and I'm Jen, your host. This is where you get your real talk, no chaser. Stay tuned. So, what happened was I had an impulsive thought. What are impulses? It's a sudden thought that feels urgent and you feel like you have to act on it right now. You have to. It's urgent. But the real power, it's in the pause. You could have told yourself that you really want to eat healthy, you want to cook more and keep track of your calories. You're doing your routine that you do all the time, scrolling on Instagram, looking at people's stories. Maybe your cousin went to eat some wings. And next thing you know, our good old friend Impulse Thoughts tells you order something right now. There's buy one get one free on DoorDash. Order it. It's okay. You've been eating good all week. You've been counting carbs. You can afford it. You worked hard this whole week. You don't feel like cooking. You have to go to the grocery store. So get the wings. It's not that big of a deal. It's just one time. And it doesn't feel like self sabotage because it's an impulsive thought and your brain will give you thoughts to convince you that it's okay and that you're safe. And in the moment, it feels harmless. But the regret normally will come afterwards. Have you ever heard of post McDonald's clarity? That one all too well. Don't get mad. Don't at me. I do love me some spicy McChickens. Sometimes. Or maybe like me. You're like me. You cut somebody off. You don't like the way this person makes you feel. They give you anxiety. They drain you. They've disrespected you. But then good old ovulation, our bestie, comes along and tells you, just hit them up. Just the one time. You have needs too. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Girl, no, don't be texting him. Don't be texting her. You already know what that person is all about. You've already come to the conclusion. I'm sure you've given them multiple chances in the past, and the story ends the same. Our thoughts are very powerful. They can convince us to do anything. And the faster we react to them, the faster we could be making a mistake. I urge you just to give it some time. I have my 24-hour rule where when I have an impulsive thought, especially if I've already set some type of goal for myself, if I've already determined that this specific thing is not going to be good for my future, then I would suggest using my 24-hour rule and saying, okay, if I still think this 24 hours from now, then I'll do it. But let me put a hold and let's see if I feel the same. And 9 times out of 10, you are not going to want to do that. You're going to thank yourself later, especially if you're trying to save money. Like, you want to cook more. That's what I'm doing myself. I'm trying to cook more. No more DoorDash. I deleted it. And my food's just coming out really bomb. Like, it's showing me that I love myself and I'm willing to show up for myself. And it's a good rule of thumb if you're trying to save money and you're trying to eat healthier and cook more, to meal prep, cook big batches so you don't have to cook when you're already tired getting off work. It's good to set yourself up for success in these situations a lot of the times. And that could really prevent us from having less impulsive thoughts. Now, as a human being in this day and age, especially, with social media, watching movies, social media is the biggest thing because everyone's posting their highlight reels. Everyone's posting them traveling, them eating out. I used to, back in the day, like I remember when the stories were still new on Instagram and I didn't really post to them. And I used to be that person that always cooked and always meal prepped. And everyone thought I was weird. Or I would go out with the coworkers. And yeah, I would go out with them to go eat for lunch or something, but I would bring my meal prep. And that was always me. But I remember once I started like kind of getting the hang of the story thing, that's when I started eating out more. And there was a time where like I completely changed like a couple years. I kind of just like let go of I kind of let myself indulge a little bit more. And it's because of the posts. It's just subliminal. Definitely. And sometimes it's not even conscious. Like you could have seen your cousin's wings earlier in that day, and then when you get home all of a sudden you're craving wings. It's good to have some goals for yourself and just keep your eye on the prize. Because with impulsive thoughts, it promises comfort in that moment, but it kind of quietly pushes your goals back. And that's when you wake up 5 years from now and you think, where did I go wrong? Why didn't I take myself seriously? Why didn't I save that money? Why didn't I start working out when I said I was? Why didn't I leave when I knew I should have left? And so they say that regret is like the biggest, worst feeling to feel, especially in old age. You regret not doing the things that you wished you would have, or you just watched everyone do them and you didn't do them for yourselves, or you just slapped them on a vision board and didn't follow through. That's not how we change our lives. We change our lives, we create better realities by keeping the promises to ourselves. Every time I keep a promise to myself, the trust that I have, it grows deeper. And when problems do arise, I can really be at peace knowing that I can handle it because I know I can rely on myself because I keep promises to myself. I don't just double back at every impulsive thought. That trust that you have within yourself is so important. And me, I didn't grow up with that. I didn't grow up with a family guiding me and telling me to, you know, trust myself. I had to raise myself. My mom passed away when I was 14 years old. So I'm in my 30s now, and I started my self concept journey in 2023, and I shaped my head in 2023. And I was the type of girl to spiral a lot over men, be obsessive for 2+ years over men. Now, when I run into a breakup, I don't even cry anymore. It's been a journey. It's been a lot of work, but it can be done. And it starts by keeping promises to yourself. Do what you say you're going to do. And hey, if you mess up, it's okay. You're human. You can mess up. Just if you mess up, just don't spiral. Don't spiral about it. Don't turn one bad little mistake into a bad week, a bad month, so on and so forth. Fall off the train, just get right back on immediately. Just get right back on. No drama, no shame. It's okay. No shame. No identity crisis. It's those small little habits that we build for ourselves that stack up. And there's this book. I can't even think of the name, but it's Habits of Highly Successful People, I believe. And it's all about your habits, daily habits. That's how you become great. And I've always felt like I was destined for more. I feel like I'm breaking these generational curses for my family. And I hope you can be there with me along for the ride. And this is my start. And I just really would hope that my message could help just one person. And if it did, that would just make me feel so good. I have had people in the past tell me that, oh my gosh, that's helped me so much. Like, thank you. And I always like get so teary eyed. Like, I just want everyone to be happy and peaceful and at least know that you gave it a try. This is our only one life. Now, about the impulsive thoughts, if you're like me, with my little ovulation week, me trying to text this fool for some intimacy that I didn't need, it's not a necessity. I wanted to vent to my friends. And if you're like that, that's fine. Vent away. Just make sure you're going to vent to a friend that will call you out on your bullshit. not the one who will entertain chaos, because there's some friends that do entertain chaos. Then they'll validate yours because that's just what they do. So they're gonna tell you the wrong way, and next thing you know, you're buying 10-piece chicken nuggets with a large fry and a Dr. Pepper. Like, no, we're not doing that, okay? You can have your cheat days, but don't act on impulsive thoughts. We're human, we have them. Just give yourself rules, make promises to yourself. That's what makes you great. End of the day, impulses are normal, cravings are normal, hormones, they're normal. They're just a part of our experience. What's not normal is pretending that you don't know better, that you haven't seen this pattern before. You haven't taken this route before. Why don't you see what happens when you don't make the same mistakes? Why not? The difference between a person who stays stuck and a person who likes to evolve is what you do when nobody's looking. That's called integrity. Is what you do when it's easier to just cave in and say, fuck it. You don't have to act on every thought. You don't have to answer every craving. You don't have to reopen every door. And you don't even have to answer every text. Give it 24 hours. Thought pops up. Give it 24 hours. Remember why you started. Call the right homie. Most importantly, protect your peace. Are you reacting or are you evolving? To fuck around is temporary. To find out is permanent. Play your cards wisely. Okay? And that's Gin O'Clock. That's all for today. I hope that message resonated with you. And I'll see you next week. Toodles.